Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT, sniffing up the Madden cheese as always. Got some plays for you today out of the Saints playbook again. I said yesterday if you hit the like button, I would do another Saints video on Sunday. So I guess we can keep that going. Hit the like button or let me know in the comment section and we can do another Saints video on Monday. You know, it's a popular book, so I can understand why people want as much content out of it as possible, and I definitely have a lot to spare. So today's video, I'm going to be doing some home run plays out of the weak wing, which to me is a really underutilized formation. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start by making a couple adjustments to my personnel. The first thing I want to do is I want to probably put my best receiving back. Luckily, I'm the Saints right now, so I want to put Alvin Kamara at the fullback spot, and then I want my speedster out here. I don't really think they have a great speedster on this roster, but I'm going to want my fastest guy on the receiving, on the single receiving spot. So we're just going to pick those two players because that's pretty much how, you know, I'm going to make home run plays against, you know, most different defenses, cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. So I'm going to want that receiver who's pretty much going to be the home run route every time to be my best possible receiver. So we're going to start off with the cover 2 beater, and that's going to be the PA tight end slide. We'll start with cover 2 and we'll work our way back. Before I start the video, I just want to let you guys know if you go to MMOXP.com right now, you can get your MUT coins ordered and delivered within the next 10 minutes. They're fully loaded on PS4 and Xbox, and they also offer the cheapest coins on the market. So check that out. Link in the description below. Other than that, let's get into the video. Now, this play pre-patch was, you didn't even need any adjustments. It was kind of embarrassing how bad cover 2 was without, you know, any adjustments. This play could really home run it. Basically, just because you can see that route kind of curls outside, you could just pass lead away and you could hit a home run because the reaction time was so bad. But obviously they patched that to an extent, so now it doesn't work that way, but you can easily make the play work. You just have to do something to occupy the safety. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to motion this fullback to the line, put him on a streak. If I just do that adjustment, it's not enough. You'll see the safeties and how they're going to react. They're basically going to slide over so that the safety that I'm headed towards, the free safety, can slide over it again. But this might, you know, like I said, to me it still doesn't necessarily work. You can see how there's still an alley because he does pull that safety back, but I really have to throw it early. It works better with the second setup that I'm going to show you. But let's go and let's watch the replay, because like I said, some people, if you prefer to run it this way, you have a short window, but you have much better checkdowns at the bottom line, because I'm going to take away this tight end that's coming open underneath here. So like I said, it is an option, but to me it's best to run another way. And like I said, you can see just because that guy's streaking towards that safety, this safety is going to kind of slide over in his area if I would have held the ball long enough, and it would have basically gave this safety responsibility to the outside. So like I said, I'm going to show you one more adjustment to make it a little bit easier. So now if I really want to get aggressive, I can put the Y route on a streak and I can put the B route on a streak, and this is really going to make the play even more aggressive. So now, I mean, I have an option. The Y route a lot of times, even though it's a mid-read, can sometimes get open as well. So like I said, right here, it pulls him in. I got caught up with a tackle there, but you can see it's past. Now, I find with the blocking adjustments as well, I mean, you can make, you know, a lot of blocking adjustments will help, like blocking a running back, sliding protection to the left, because I find it's going to be best to get in the direction of the throw, because you can see how just being, you know, if I rotate to the other side, it's going to make that throw a little bit tougher. So if I can roll into the direction of that throw, it's going to be best. So slide my protection left just so I can get over there a little bit. I want to create the shortest throwing angle that I need. And then you can see, like I said, right here, he's just getting right past, and we're just getting easy touchdown bombs. But if you rotate the other way, if you roll out the other way, it's going to be a problem. It's also a good idea for the lead of the throw to run this as far to the sideline as possible. You can't move the ball necessarily in game, but just be aware of where you are on the field. That's all it really is. So right here, like I said, we have a wide open left side of the field now. It's going to make it a lot easier to get that throw in space. But like I said, I mean, I didn't want to start running the play from there because obviously you're not always going to have this opportunity. So just know where you are on the field. So if you're in the middle of the field, you can still run it. But like I said, you can see right here, I mean, the receiver, for one thing, is split much further out. I mean, you can see there's a huge difference in the spacing from the receiver being to the line. He starts off pretty much in the same spot every time. Like I said, you can see right here. Now there's just a lot less space. So if you have the ability to start the play from the hash mark and go to the opposite field, it's really going to be a better way to run it. Because you can see right here, I'm probably got another 5 yards of space on the play just from the start of the play. So, and on the right side, you can see how it just kind of bunches up the coverage between the cornerback and the safety, and it just makes this play, a lot easier. So know where you are in the field. Having the spacing is going to be key. And like I said, the pass lead, I'm bullet and pass leading away from the safety, and it's just easy money against cover 2. So keep that in mind. Other than that, let's move on to the cover 3 and cover 4 plays. So next up, we're going to pick the PA boot slide. This is going to be our cover 3 beater. I had to change defenses because the Panthers don't have a 3-4 odd, and I'm pretty much staying in this formation because that's what most people do. They'll run cover 3s out of here, and they obviously the cover 4 drop show 2 is a big defense. So let's go ahead and let's pick the cover 3 sky. So this play here, all I'm going to do is motion out hill, put him on a smart route. I think it alters the route by about a yard. And then I'm going to put again on a smart route. Now, if you look at the diagram, it alters both of their routes by about a yard, but every little bit counts. So I'm going to put them on a smart route. I need to be at about 10-yard distance for it to work with the smart route. But if you're not at that depth, then it really doesn't matter. You can just leave it as is because, like I said, it's not a huge alteration. Other than that, I'm going to block my running backs, put Cook here on an in route. I can also, the Cook's route isn't really important what I put him on. He's really just for the user to chase. So to me, an in route is the best option unless you have a tight end that has more route options. But ultimately, I want something in the air of the middle of the field where my user thinks that's what the play is going to go over the middle of the field. And then that's pretty much it. I also slid my protection over because I want to be able to motion over to where I'm making the throw. Ultimately, I didn't really get the protection that I wanted, but you can see the play still worked. I mean, if I have my choice, I'd really rather have the tight end blocking, but for the sake of drawing the user, it's really all about him. So I'm going to have to put that tight end in some sort of route so that he respects that and doesn't stay home. So ultimately, like I said, I would want to roll out. I'm having a little bit of issue rolling in the direction because of the defensive ends and outside linebackers that I'm going against. They're not really letting me roll out. If it was a weaker defensive end core, but obviously since I picked the Broncos, now I'm having the issue of getting rolling into the direction that I want to roll. But you can still make it happen. So let's just we'll keep going the way that we are. Like I said, I want him to get pulled inside a little bit, so I don't have such an issue getting to the edge. But you can see how the throw is getting past is the bottom line. Now this is not necessarily the best home run play I've ever put out, but I just as far as cover 3 goes, but I just want to make sure that I have a home run for every type of coverage, because that's really what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about home run, touchdown plays, and then, like I said, right here, I mean, we have, it gets passed. Bottom line is it gets passed, but ultimately, there's more consistent cover 3 home run, touchdown plays that I put out. So one more time, block everybody, smart route everybody. We got our looks right here. I mean, they're really pushing that pile, and I'm making some good throws and run. I mean, you're gonna, and a lot of times if you're waiting and holding the ball to make a home run play touchdown, as you're trying to do, you're gonna have to make throws on the run. Throws on the run deep are a lot more consistent this year than they were in last year's Madden. So let's move on to the cover 4 play. So the last one is going to be the post shot. I put this out quite a bit, but it's got a lot of properties as far as cover 3 and cover 4. So let's go and let's pick that. We're going to go cover 4 drop show 2 to start. If they have it here, which like I said, I'm pretty sure they do. Wherever it's at, there we go. Cover 4 drop show 2. So I don't have to make any adjustments if I'm going to run this against cover 4. It actually has a natural home run. I just have to time the pass once he gets past the inside of the safety there. Now there's ways to make it better, but let's go ahead and let's take a look at that real quick, because I want to show you the most important thing is when to throw the ball. Don't drop back too far from the line of scrimmage. Once again, you want to be in the pocket. I still feel like if I can roll to the right, it's going to help the throw, but it's all timing. Once he gets inside of this safety here, I just have to throw it to space. And Ted Ginn, like I said, if I have a faster receiver, Ted Ginn's not great. He's doing the job. But if I had a faster receiver, it'd make this even easier. But you can see he's past this side of the coverage field. So I just have a lot of space. I have to throw it, bullet pass it, and lead it towards space. And I'm going to make that play. I didn't get the best lead throw. I mean, he really didn't. I want to get it out as far as I can over here so he can run the space, but it was a little bit tighter than I wanted. So that's pretty much what you're looking for. So I can guarantee if I go back to the quarterback, at right about here is when I'm throwing it, because he's inside. Whenever he gets inside, I'm going to start winding up. So like I said, you can see right here, gets inside and boom, I'm chucking it. Like I said, I'm trying to bullet and pass it to the right as much as possible. So no adjustments needed for this cover 4 play. Like I said, I really just want to stay within a couple yards of the line of scrimmage. And ultimately, I would really prefer, like right there, that was actually well too, I should have waited a little bit longer because you can see how tight it was. And part of the issue too is I don't really think I have a speed advantage too much with Ted Ginn. He's not that fast. But you know, I'm making the play happen. So like I said, right there, that was a little bit better timing. Although you can see the strong safety was still in the area. Really want to get a good timing throwdown. So like I said, if I had a much faster receiver, it'd be a lot easier. Like I said, right there, that's probably the best timing that I could hope for. Like I said, ultimately, I just might not have a fast enough receiver on this roster to really get the big lane that I'm hoping for. But you can see, I mean, I'm getting it over pretty much every time, so I guess it really doesn't matter. So it's probably the best it's going to do based off of the receiver. So I really think you'll see better results the faster your receiver is. Ted Ginn's like a 92, 93 speed. He's an older guy. He's getting the job done, but he's not necessarily going to get the big windows that I'm trying to get out of this play. So that's it. That's the video. Home run touchdown plays against cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. Hopefully that was easily explained for you guys. You guys can recreate those plays yourselves. Other than that, if you want to see more Saints, do me a favor, hit the like button. I'll do that next. And that's it. Thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.